all around it. Don't go skimpy. You don't want to be the dentist who says, you know, you're totally numb. So we've all been to that dentist. All right, let's grab our blade. And then this is, we got our chromic gut, which is our absorbable. Oop, I'll just put it right there. And then let's get this one here. All right.
Slam anything in there?
And then you drop it in sterilely. And not like what I'm doing now. How could I open that so wrong? All right. And then I've got my blade under there. Oh,
you didn't see me
my face.
turn the camera and film it.
Awesome.
All right. So this is the template for what lesion size do you do 10? Greater than 5 millimeter. But it doesn't really matter. I use 10s on everything for just cutting. So let's say that this is your lac. Okay. Okay. All right. So clearly, when you cut open a human, you're not going to see that. Like, oh look, there's epidermis and dermis. Let's see what happens if I cut this open.
Now she's getting brave.
I know. I'm like kind of scared it's going to start moving or something. Oh my gosh, this is so weird. It's just so thick. Oh, dude, I'm so sorry.
Dude.
No.
It was hair. Oh, it was? Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so real.
Is that?
It's like a real animal. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that would be gross. All right.
Does it look more human?
So real looking. All right, I'm going to do it here because that's easiest to see. I just wanted to cut it just to cut it.
I'll never do it again. You guys are the only ones who will ever get this experience.
Thank you. Make one of us do it.
We appreciate your sacrifice.
All right, so you grab your hemostats. We're going to do some deeps. Grab your chromic. Wow, no one uses very few people. I guess, what are you using in surgery? Where's Marianne?
In my hair.
Do you guys use chromic gut?
No.
I think they're kind of getting rid of them, aren't they? Oh, it's wet. Why is it wet?
It has alcohol.
Preservatives.
Whoa.
Oh, that's cute.
Whoa. All right, so I'm going to go with the other one.
That's why these are free.
What size was that?
That's fine. So,
That was like a 0
yeah,
1.
That's probably a 1. Yeah, it is a 1.
That's for like way down deep.
1. Taper
wounds.
needle because it's perfectly round.
Do you want me to find a different package for you?
Oh, no, that's okay. This will work perfect. The only thing you have to remember is most deep sutures aren't going to have much of a pigment. You just need to make sure that it absorbs. Don't be that guy or girl who makes NPs look silly because they put non-absorbable into the deep sutures. So we need to have into the deep skin. All right, so where does the knot need to be on the deep?
On the bottom.
On the bottom. So where do I start my needle? On the bottom and up. So I usually start on my side. So you start in the middle if you'd like. Perfect. Go down and then up. When I come up, I want it to be as close to the epidermis as possible. The epidermis doesn't fall off like it does a chicken. It's connected, so you just want it to be right where the dermis meets the epidermis. Okay. Don't do this with your fingers. This is bad practice. Get stuck that way. Everything I do, I'll be like, don't do this. And then I'll sit and I'll push the... before this, you have drawn your ellipsis and you've drawn your lines so you know where across the path you should be. Go straight across. You go at the very top of the dermis, and then you go down.
Did you pull the whole suture through? So
Not yet. I only have like a couple inches, because if you have all of it, then it's all up in your face, and then you make these knots. And so I don't do it yet. Grab it. I'm looking unprofessional right here. Let's see. Grab it. There we go. Just whatever. There we go. And then typically you want to have both these on the same side. As I'm pulling, this is when I pull my string. Because if I pull like this, when you pull like just without doing that, it can damage the skin while you're pulling. So you just use your hemostats and do this back and forth. And then you get it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get to where you have like an inch left. so that you're not wasting half your string on your first row. And you do 2, 1, 2 around, and you open your hemostats, grab the tail, and pull. Oh, it's long. And you just kind of go back and forth a little bit. Maybe. Go back and forth till it's tight. Then you go around. Now every time you go back, this is what you're supposed to do. So you do another, I guess I should do that slower because I remember when I first started and they're like, and then you flip, and then you flip, and flip. So then you go, you want to counterclockwise so you make a square knot, because if you make all of the knots the same direction, especially with like silk that's thick, it'll unravel. So make a square knot like a sailor. You go back around the other way once. Boop. No, once. Tight. And then back the other way once. So you do 4 on each throw. So 2 on the first, back, 4, you're done. Don't stress out if you forgot to go the other direction. All right, so pretend I did the other one. And then you have your MA help you, but outside of derm, you don't have an MA sitting there at your every beckoning whim. But you should, for true laceration, you should have a helpy helperton because you're sterile.
Somebody holding it closed, right? With
either holding it closed or they're just there to pad it while you're doing the surgery. And then you pull it up tight. You let your scissors go down until you feel the bottom and then clip. You want the knot as deep as possible.